I try to have different people and even attend these events. These 16 days of activism. What is this? How is it related to gender-based violence? What kind of gender-based violence? But at the same time, I'm worried that and funny enough, it is not just in Kenya, it is in the whole world. But even bono nkigego korekana sama tukaega batiri tanga nikarato tebi baba lusi nkiombe kiayore ngakige koro kunkimogo kora.
Okay, nkorwa se kiombe koro kwa the future makers CBO meaning community based organization. Kiombe yeto kere we were officially registered this year 2024 but we founded it in the year 2020. Yes, and we registered it within the community of Guche sub-county. CBO, Okonyora, most of the time, they limit you to a sub-county, one area. It's not like an NGO where you get to work for maybe 4 counties. Yes, but it's good to start small and hopefully we'll get to grow.
Wow, what are the future makers?
The Future Makers is a CBO, as I said, that gets to work to sensitize the community on gender-based violence. And also, the second thing that we get to sensitize the community on climate change as an accelerator of violence.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Climate change?
Yes.
How?
Yeah, yes, as in okonyora ne challenges chia chikwanda chia accelerate as a violence to women and girls sengencho okonyora no nyegari ka jikoni our mothers us, we are always so connected to the we are the managers of our homes. So okonyora no nye with reduction of crop yield mogondo, there is a way that it affects us.
Yes.
The food.
Yes.
Alafu nonye chindoche. Okonyora wakati chindoche there is water reduction. Waseno eriri amacha ukauka kabisa. Sisi bado ndio tunakuwa affected. Yeah.
All right.
So we get to sensitize the community on why we should remove the blue gum. We say eucalyptus. We say in Kikisi blue gum. Emelingamu. As chindoche, dochire on the hillside where the rocky places are. Singing chokonyora chiko vrutama chisana. Chindoche chia kamuka. Yes, that is why.
Right. But ngote makuligireringa in relation nga kiego cha yacha wikira se chisegi chege nka gosa gender based violence dio kante bonye embura ya twe nyinge ya salichi nyomba baswati baburu asibako menye gusaba gaka mwachikoligio bomenyo labdo mukasoro lire mubwatie kimokoli. I don't know. I'm trying to find it in relation, but so far let us see what projects mwanya rekokora so far kono munyara guchaka that we can relate to with the organization.
Why I said that is an issue we also deal with, it's because ekero indagira terinka konyora most of the time no ne chise gichikoba konyora abantu umugaka gocho boringa yendagire chise gichiachaka ose kwanyoro abana basirre koruka bachire okore bintu binde biri bitaribia alafu nainde sometimes okonyora it can lead to poverty omonto naro bwato mugondo gabno agotonda, but when there's low crop yield okonyora sometimes it will affect the source of livelihood yai kwanyora where there is poverty mostly there is violence.
Okay.
Yes.
Akibotaka bware tereira abange bona mami nari ngekurigireria actually buna kwa isaransi rega igatwa ngekurigireria nayo roboti gaiga korwa ase chinsemo chiria chiaigare abaso musubati oyo monga ere no libwo kwenda urabe kekeyenga obeke keyenga gisini ni ataraika nyomba but now obolira matukata to kene tibetinga yegwikira so muswati okwenda gwatinda kwarara isika matukata to and ekera chete nyomba okonyoro mwako ochiro liko gutangara oseri abane ndagera there's a men onyona bubilia okunje by the way. We're about to talk about the incorporation of men and boys on these days, 16 days of activism, because we can't always, we as women play as victims, you know. So this man was really angry that the wife urali riska matukata to eline liyakane na liyago chaka na enda atindete ochiro urali raligisiri. So this man elinga soka kuchisikoga anga ikwali nga matukata to guchaboni and the lady was still drunk. Eliko mwakorwe weretere musubati uli agetensaka ku. And aboni go bwatiru irirwa seketa seni kyabanyanyimbo nyagosiro bekirwa senkendo otigira abana bono this is a situation that is happening now. I don't know, how do we call it? Gender based violence. Where did gender based violence come here? Temalimpiga?
Yes.
Na emotional violence yenye mwanaume amekuwa akipitia?
Pia mwanaume amekuwa na undergo emotional violence.
Aya na children.
Actually hapo unajua, I tend to believe most victims end up being perpetrators. Okonyora umwana orio kinira sechisegichire ultimately asipopata kind of guidance okonyora ultimately agokorra yo ko nerego korra chisegine chingia. So yeah, all of them they are going through something that needs to be kind of rehabilitated. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Na kinataka nga emambia lero, now let us go into it. Maybe inobuna future CB, future maker CBO ndile liye kamwa chagete mutienyiki na so far projects kimwakoli.
Okay. As I said, we were founded in the year 2020.
Umwako yega kurekere mwabete registered mutienyiki and wono ekere made to understand labda mwanya orite funding ndo mkanza kuingia mashinani labda.
So for us, we have actually, thanks to our donators, we got some few donations whereby we hopefully this coming week we want to have our first event where we have been first registered. And the event itakuwa vile nimesema place inaitwa Marova Itivo, whereby we are going to have women and men in our discussion because we believe like FGM as an issue okonyora mara mange umonyina nabagukana kiro musacha tebe yaya igakorero ose omo gaka nabagukana nyoro mungina gagoteba yaya njengoteba mwana yakoreruga. So we are trying to involve them in the discussion. Yes, because we believe for us to eliminate violence, the discussion should be all of us. And ultimately we hope to rise to schools where we get to mentor the young boys and the girls. Yes.
All right. Asante sana mwantu muligererio KCTV mambia lero nigonde no mugeni ase studio akorukunga Lucy Kiage kurwase kiombe kiria kia future maker CBO abwastogendrete gukwandire goriye byombe au na byabere bikunyara gweso kumetwa bere tukunyara kumira na bali barase CNG lero tubwate kurwase CBO and I made to understand you know more limited and you are very around at counties to 4 counties but CBO more limited go chia a sub county. Yes, and so far whatever in Unkuru Nyamira, Muregali Township.
Nyamira, no, I've come from Nyamira, but our CBO is registered in Kisi.
Okay, Gucha.
Yes.
So Mogokora empowerment you know around Gucha sub county.
Yes.
Oh, all right. And umoyego yo mubangeta okora ndire mokareko yokora nende kerenge kenene kiri tukeli onkerekeke.
We plan to do it on, if all goes well, as we have planned, on Tuesday, and maybe might give you an invite.
Of course.
Yes, and tumepanga uko mashinani, the rural area, people don't know these 16 days of
activism.
Of
Yeah,
activism.
by the way,
yes. And we want to take it there, where these things as well do happen. And we want the people to also feel involved. And as I've said, we are going to sensitize them. We are going to give the young girls and the adolescent girls and young women pads as well, and we'll give them as well information, and yes, we'll share a little meal as well.
Okay. Abo senda gerere baba tontiga. Totema gontiga because now, how important is it these 16 days of activism is to you and your CBO?
It's important to us because we get to reach out to people more and get them involved. As you've seen, it's an international event, and being an international event, it's being done worldwide. And when people get to, lately we have social media.
Yes.
And the Gen Zs are there, and millennials are there, and even our parents are there. And when you get to see that information is being shared all over, and I'm happy, stations like you here, you've been bringing organizations. So it's important to us because there's more information out there, and people are actively wanting to know what is this 16 days of activism, you see. And when they get to know, unapata they want to go deeper. And it becomes easy for us as a Kiumbe. When we reach out, at least we know abantonda isiko kwenye research information. Yeah.
All right, ambia mono kegima. Now, again tukienda nende ndaga ndikomanya emambia lero maybe SBA iga yeno kimwa berimo kunyara kubwatira na gusemero birikimo bwate kunyara kubwatira namo nabanya kinyoro aso kunyara kumanya abantu abone igoro yamatukaye 15 nalimo.
Through the chief, we get to last through the chief, because yeye ndiyo boss wa hiyo area. Through the chief kuna village elders. The village elders as well will now reach to people wenye we want to reach to. Hapo wanatuletea watu. Tuseme even in a baraza. I'm giving as an example. In a baraza setup, we get to meet the young women and the men as well, where now we get to have sessions yenye tunaongelelea hii maneno. Yes.
All right. Now, matwaye 15 limachagite chitariki 25 chumutinyi oeta ilianza 25th November na inaisha 10th December. That is next week. So we have like 4 days to go. Na watakuwa wanamaliza. Maybe for the past let us talk about 12 days. Inki mwabere mo kunyara gukora na some of the success stories ora nyare go share na into eritunyare kuligiriri how the journey has been korumochaka the 16 days of activism.
We've been sharing on our platform. As I said, social media is also a very great tool lately. So, to have a share on our platform, the Future Makers CBO on Facebook, where we have been actively doing it, on our personal social media handles, where we have been sharing the information. We have been doing it on WhatsApp. And what motivated me is people walikuwa na reach out. Okay, tell us more about the 16 days of activism. What is this? Where can we get more of this information? How can we participate? And that is where I've said we got donations, where people said, like me, I can donate a pad, you take to the young girls in the rural area. I can maybe buy a soda, you see. That way, we are getting support from every corner, and that support is what is going to keep us going. Yes.
All right, ambia mono kegimo mwancho moligererio KCTV karibuni ndo chembara bagenda tegotuma chujumbe jira kirbago teba good morning and happy preparation day korogari ngombo mana Mabarren Kingdom go Kankakisi County kanyimbali mwa Kiage village jogo tebanga abayibuli bao Samuel Longeri na msanii group na Bernard Riziki mambingi ya launch by the way kali koreka na litkoli yankyo gali ATC na bategera libonsi batwali litkoli yetu bagenda tekwalika nikogenda ali asokunyara gwikira na se launch iyo ena kumochere kurusebane boda agoteba no ari memoro video Pito Mari agoteba kurusugutanya mache nere no agenda tekubwati asoko nyorobu manyema mbia lero Maturi Vincent agoteba ngabwa kiribi yako rudoha Qatar aweka machoge burabu aliri tongo bogisangio seito nonde masante sana karibu asomoro biri mwensi twende gusanga subwamo SMS studio nyebwa tegaiga 0768790470 nabo kunyara gutuma SMS gosobe kunyara gutwakire simi aso kunyara gwaka na bills 1 23. Alafu nabo kunyara gutuma message guswa kesemi live Facebook no turi bina KCTV live YouTube muna KCTV tubate Instagram TikTok na X account bina KCTV main studio mbwata the future makers CBO director zake Kenya na Aurora Sense Mwendige studio. Nataka tuende kwake tulipe bills kidogo, tukirudi tunakuja tukimalizia conversation, and part of the conversation sana nataka kuangalia like some of the challenges mwa very kunyara wetra because you started back in 2020 but sasa 2024 mmekuja kuregister officially. How has the journey been for the past few years? Kuna events zenye mmepanga previously, were they successful? Hapo sasa ndo tutaangalia pia challenges na maybe the future ya this organization now that they are future makers. I don't know mshamekiero because pia ningetaka munimoldie yangu so that we can have that conversation now. Director Zaki Kenya, back to you in studio.
KCTV amandegere yumugusi
ine numanyite nga Keroka Technical Training Institute imeye municipality ya Keroka ne college ya serikali enene ebwate chikos chobo bundi chekerero amo nabalimu babwate obamanyi boigoro keyima.
I'm Duke Yakonge, the overall technician, also tech chemistry and physics. The trainees are well equipped. They know each and every one of them. They can show their capability that whatever you are offering in Keroka is the best that a student needs. In case he or she finishes school from this side, they can go outside there and offer a job that is quality, and the Keroka will shine on the way.
They train us very well. As now you can see, we are well guided in our practical. Everything we get correct and we get the accurate results. That is an example of how we are very much in contact with our trainers.
Einteke ito nigeokorwa asemetenyi ya January, May amo na September. Minyoka bwango igerebwe nyorre ekos erao konye bwetenere. Keroka Technical Training Institute, Industry for Self-Reliance.
KCTV amandegere yumugusi
Mass Pipes neduka egokonere bintu ao aseligoririe nsemono emyomo chobosongo. Eduka enige konye bintu ebinge negati yabo PVC pipes, ceramic items, PPR echochire rolls, konye bali chisimiti, chitap, manhole covers, mabwate conduits, pressure pipes, gutter pipes, sinks, amo naboigo mbabwate tanki cha machi. Mass Pipes ni yego toka asenchiro ya Hema Junction, barabara ne skuru ya Kise Primary. Asamange wakeresimi ase number 0759747160, wase namba ende ya 0726202589, wase namba ende ya 0701996692. Yandarero bwenyorre binte binge bidioganyete aserigoririe nsemono ime ya Mass Pipes ime mochobosongo.
KCTV amandegere yumugusi KCTV amandegere y'umugusi.
Ine kwabere gukorera asenga kientambe gosini gokwarerire na gosarie nibe nyinge bono twakorentereri ikiburie mechando yao wetira asenya ya World Fit Health Center ni gokonyora obuweni bwa bwangona obwikirano asamarwire ao una amarwire yesukari amarwire yenda amarwire yomogongo na yanda mange.
We call your prostate. First floor room 2.
World Fit Health Center omusani ogo wekene bwomugwenia.
Eye KCTV amandegere y'umugusi.
Alright, ampia mwana kegima mwanchumo ligererio KCTV ogendrete kubwate murubire bwenyoni mambi ya lero meya studio unando chimbo atomure mbuga kwa bataiba no senoli singo.
Yeah, I need the people.
Why go shout? Pole sana bwana. No, you were talking about gender-based violence in relation to climate change. Unabonika embura ya chake kutuga to chandi kete. Venye sahi hata unajua kuna ile mvua ikinyesha ikidrizzle la asubuhi alafu unataka ubaki bed. Basi mimi ni girl child nimebidi nikuja hapa. Sio ni gender-based violence.
Hapana. Hiyo sije.
Nimebidi niende job bara kutafuta na mimi girl child.
God alisema lazima to work for our sins.
Yeah.
So we are paying for our sins.
Hey, my Lord, I want. Alright, Lucy Korua sekyo bekeria kia Future Makers CBO. Abirga kunyara bucharega se studio tagenda to kwandira igoro ya injiri byombe au babirbi kunyara bweso kya so kunyara kubwatera na neserikali abona babwatani au ime yensengima aso kunyara kugenda kuruhu manyi igoro yechisegi chiegenka na egati ebyo bakwanira gender-based violence na bagakoreka so musacha na bagakoreka so mukungu taribo but why are men and boys feeling left out when that conversation is being had?
Nkaita singing cho even you can see it's 16 days of activism against women and girls, but it does not mean men are not going through violence. They are, but statistics are the reason why it's more centered on women and girls. And tuongele ukweli, even recently, we've seen more cases lying more on the women and the young girls. Yeah, that is the main reason. But it does not mean that men are not going through it. That is why lately we are involving them more as well on the table. We are involving the men and the young boys. Yes.
Now, there is this question I saw someone ask, naende na nchengani kunyara kukubulia mambia lero. Ase nyomo gali, especially nyomo ya gusi, abakungumbaro bali bakinere to bugima bulinga muhako na tanga gite tanga ncheti. So is it okay baka kumetene nembara wabali na boko takakuara kamuka uno na karoiga so that one yako submissive yani to just feed your ego? Is that gender-based violence?
I think asenare ditwateba ngaki okonyora abantu mbari wamegrow in a family setup yenye baroche it's okay umuntu gwako. I can say bariba korambia gwako akeigo, they have grown in such kind of setup. And that is why I said most victims can end up being perpetrators and can end up gozoya. It's okay gwako. It's okay no nyumuntu rigako ngaka nchega mama na tata mbarenge goitana na inde viral. You see, it's not right. Yeah, it can. Yani, we are trying to break the cycle. Yeah, it's not. That is wrong.
There is another thing unangalianga online. People say it is wrong to beat women, ni vibaya, but kwa nyarumo kungu nwara kutirete kabisa ngaki. Ngako yukorumu saja. You know, we do that. Ngake baba burigaye ngake. No bibi simamia kwale. Yes, you have rights, you have everything that protects you, but because you know you have them, I don't know, that is why it gives them the ego to do so. Naini manya kumanya chirara kure suwa babila. What can you say about that?
All I can say, in a marriage setup or in a relationship setup, it's never going to be all smoothie all the time. Chinsanchire mubuati the love in it. Chinsanchire love is 100%. Anytime mubuate emotions, it's good. Nonyo wateran korego teba. Moja nafaa toka nje, a relax, emotions is reduce. And orio go moko ira na nyombe utapata hiyo asira ime reduce. Yes.
But with their ego bana huyo mmoja wa kutoka nje siko basi ni mimi bana. Nitoke nini nipumue hapa kwa nyumba na ya pumue na huko.
That is
what happen in the African setup.
It can happen, by the way. There are men who tend to walk away. Because anajua nikipiga huyo mwanamke itakuwa mimi nitajingisha kwa shida. And it's not a must. And that is why also nonye ntu abaswati nonye togo funza abantu ya violence kwanda twate ya baswati, let's try to tigego victimize abasacha. Itibona singencho policies and laws lately we are trying to fight abaswati banyore koigwekana aimanishi toende to koraba sacho na waache kusikika pia. Yes, we are trying to fight for equality. Okay. Yes.
Wow, that is beautiful. Abeganko Future Makers CBO. Now, let us look at what happened back in 2020 na mwa chagete CBO yiga. CBO na bantu barengebwate, and so far how has it grown pakekere mwa bete registered? Challenges
We are a youth-led organization. So in that I mean ni mavijana tuko hapo peke yake.
Watu wenye mpangwingwi.
Atupangwingwi. We are 7 ladies and 4 men. You see, hatujaacha wanaume nje.
Lakini mbaenge sasa hakuna gender rule hapo.
So, when we started in the year 2020, Corona time, a challenge to abuate ni, okay, itwanyorite nafasi yoko endaka, tukarora vijana most of the time, wago soka, wikaransi kabu, we saw the potential. Tugateba how about, we changed this, allow me say, idling to something yenye iko beneficial. And that is when we brought each other together and said, gatuchake kiumbi. And tukataka go register that time, setbacks. Setbacks ni financial. Go register, you need money. Onogotebie vijana barusi, baribataranyora noega sibia 500, you never say nyinga si muntu mwe. So what we said, we will register, but tukaweka all our documents wa pamoja. And then what hindered us ni naende toga soka, yani umuntu agosoka kurigi maybe nini kazi. So unapata ntori yamo, it affected us as well. But then ultimately we said the year 2024 we must register. But then back then we used to do some of these events like World Menstruation Day. Tuakoreta an event at Maroba Primary and Maroba Secondary. And we went, talked to the young girls and also the young boys, and also we gave the young girls pads. Metegarika okwenda kwa nyora otari na a pad. Pad aseke usinga kiko. Yes, otari nero abantu bakwenda bar hakingi kiri umuntu ryabwate. You see,
Ata mimi sitembea na at this age, my friend.
me can buy it and work with it. No, I can. No. So ninyo ritekere tu arengi wafunza vaiseke na kulikuwa na some young boys there. Mumuranaro kwanete wasichana mnapewa bread. You see, and some I felt nice. That is a young boy who is understanding girls are being given bread, not really bread, but the sanitary towels. And when we involve even the young boys, no area corre brother sister ya chakire corre rangi ya boy maybe goteno etato mwabo to asuma mo mwabasirete umaite na umwana mo murako minyakano nye dukagori. So we really need to involve them when they are even when they are young. And utapata this thing once they grow up they recover hard. Yeah, the discussion is never going to be hard. Yes, so we've done some events. World Menstruation Day 2023, we went and taught them on even menstrual management. Yes.
And hygiene.
And hygiene.
Now, about menstruation, it is a topic that I feel like Teranyarako addressed completely and totally at large. And as time goes by, but I want to go back to 2020. Idea yoko igorisibiyo ni mwenye buate na ego senaro batenenerete because you are the executive director of.
Yes.
Nini sasa when do you come up na idea alafu mulianza the 11 of you ama kuna wenye walianza waka drop out? So far, how's the journey been with your colleagues?
It started with me. Going back to the course even I've done in campus, I did something on a course on environmental studies and community development. I have so much passion working with the community. As in when I go nkoendaria sinonye community ga okonyora nkoenda na identify a challenge na itebi mbia tokonye challenge eri ebe resolved. I have so much passion, so it started with me. The idea started with me, and why I say the future makers, it's because I want we motivate the community, the young people, the young women, so that maambia itebe ingia. That is why. And ntu achageta abange tu aringi around 15 on paper, but then with time kuna challenges zili happen kidogo, maybe we lost touch with some people, and that is why we got to 11. Yes.
Oh, ama na sahi wakirudi unajua kisikia like tu bana unajua finally ile kitu ilimekite wadau you know we started this. Mabenya generation sahi wakaidi. Waze kuwazuko maloko sahi mzungushane vibaya sana.
We didn't have anything that inaonyesha tulikuwa. Because it was just on paper, their names, only that. Okay. But then I managed we are not welcoming more youth on board. No, we are, because we really want to bring change, and it's nice really. Vijana bari the agents of change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the challenges mwabere mukunyara wetera kumuchaka back in 2020?
Nanateba financial constraints. Akonyora nonyo maybe oyo mabwate gasi abandi mbabwati. So naona hiyo ni challenge. When go bidi working on one person example. Maybe short contracts.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe
inwardly, but maybe yes. But hivi hawajawahi.
hivi wako
sijaisikia.
Kuna mwenye aliniambia hivyo kwa another challenge that you've been going through?
Challenge, I can say ni financial, because everything, at least it needs money for you to move.
Yeah.
Yes, and pia social media now tulianzisha kitambo, tuko na some following, which is not bad for an organization. It was not badly off. Maybe another challenge ni kupata trainings, because we need trainings. These young people need to be trained to understand what is gender-based violence. They need to understand what is climate change. They need to understand more issues zenye zitawasaidia waende kusensitize the larger community. Echina chichi challenges ndatebe.
Okay. Now tuligereringa aino muntu Nyamira township no kabesire ko chakusomba kunanje kabesire Nyamira baba ekera munganari bye Nyamira ntoko tentra abantu ba Nyamira bona boni gamambi na radio rusha mumanyi nero linge namba ibere asobo ko ryo bya kuno mu women rep gabo metera ngo tanje no Nyamira baba no ngiboira kile kira bakurwana nje kisika ora bisabe te kisika uti bimya don't belong to kisika uti oje kabesire ko tsara so wachire kwaruri Nyamira wachire kuigura SCBO registered at Abuja. How has the journey been? Maybe alafu the society imekuwa ikitake it and usemba kwa idea.
I'm actually married in Kisii County. Sasa when I said ekero tuacha the year 2020 corona locked us in Gucha.
Yeah.
That is when we found the youth wenye tunaenda kuanzisha ekiombe ikio. So most of these youth wametoka bado Gucha. Yes. Sasa hakuna hiyo challenge yenye tiorwete Nyamira. Sina hiyo challenge this far. And when we are talking, it's about the challenges we are having as the people of the Gucha sub-county. It's not about maybe challenges the pull and push on Nyamira, Rwete Nyamira, and so far we don't have those challenges. Yes, but I'm a proud Nyamiran, and also I say I'm a proud Nyamira and Kisian, kwa sababu mama na Rwete gaiga Kisii, somewhere within Kisii.
Mukamwa kuira no.
Nyaribari somewhere there. So sunona na hold zote.
Okay. Now, do you have any survivors? Aba very mo kunyara go shelter, go semo go follow up on the same way that you are in gender-based violence in relation to what you are doing in your CBO?
I remember the year 2022. That was the worst year. Okay, I have said we had not registered, but as an individual, that was the worst year I can say I ever saw somebody mwenye ali lose her life through violence. And it made me get so attached.
Someone close or someone too?
Someone I just met. Okay. We talked.
What happened? No, can you share the experience maybe?
I used to support some families within Nyamira County where watoto wenye wako abled differently and their families. So it happened, we were going to visit one family yenye iko inajiweza vizuri. And ni hiyo tu ya pombe yenye mama kidogo alikuwa anakunywa, baba pia alikuwa anakunywa. And one day the lady who had connected me to this family ananiambia, Lucy, unajua ule madam mwenye alitu request tumjengea nyumba amefariki. And alipatikana iti amegongwa kwa kichwa, kwake ako kwa nyumba for some 3 days, aendi kupata dawa, lakini aringo musibati ukonyi wake, but very hard working. Na maite mami lazima mboke nishughulikie familia. Yes. One day amemiss kwa spotlight. The second day amemiss kwa spotlight. The third day not anywhere. The villagers bakaenda bagatebie a chief akabaga chamwa bakanyora no haraira. Akonya konyua mariogo make And then sadly, akamuminywa kinyagitari, she died. You see, so it made me feel like there's a lot of challenges okonyora abaswati in the rural setup bako undergo. That is why nkaba more motivated. So yes, we so far we don't have any shelter for any survivors, but because we now are registered, we have the power to grow. Yeah.
Wow, that is beautiful. Now, again, to kenenda gani kumanya watebirenga omukwanira mangana gender-based violence so it's in relation to climate change, and we are at a time when climate change has been a conversation in the world. Hata saindo walimaliza COP29 ilikuwa Azerbaijan. Well, my lord, I wonder. Do you have any collaboration with any organization, or government, or private sector? When you mkitaka mpatni now on the same, ama kuna wenye wako huko wenye wana support?
We don't have any, but we've been linking up with some organizations. Vitu zikivana tutarudi hapa tueleze zaidi. Hiyo nao niko na faith. Okay. Yeah, but so far we don't have.
Wow, that is okay. Alafu maybe men and boys involved aje kwa along the journey, apart from wale waine wenye wako kwa chama. Unajua most unapatanga stories unasikia wanawake wamefanya hivi, wanawake wamefanya hivi, but now when it comes to men.
Yeah. Vile nilisema in our sessions tumekwaga nazo kwa mashule, we used to involve the boys in the discussion. Atusemi wa nyinyi kaini kanda mpiti shida.
Are there men who have come out and tried to talk? Yesterday I was with someone, we were on a certain training. Tukimaliza, nikaniambia, what I've learned with these 16 days of activism is most of the people that are coming out to be champions of gender-based violence are women. But men don't really come out, you know. And they are victims, mostly of single mothers, and really talking about how they were violated, their rights were violated and everything. But there are some men who are really suffering out here, but they can't talk about mwanaume mse. But anyway, mwanaume unataka ukujaji use unateseka. So, are there men, are there successful stories that you can say, we interacted with these boys and men in helping them in one way or another? Apart from wao kukuja kuwasaidia time kwa mnapatia watoto wasichana sanitary towels, wao mliwapatia hata boxer, ama mlisikiza hata mmoja anapitia nini, ikawa inspire?
Wakati tulikuwa na hiyo session, ulikuwa unapata mtoto mmoja anakuja anasema vile baba yake anamchapa zaidi, ajaenda akaona ng'ombe and all that.
And it is being raised by an African parent.
Nile unajua kuna ile kuchapwa yenye ni more than yenye ni inapita kiwango. And we tried, okay, we happened to know the parent, and we just went and told him the way you are raising your son inaweza muaffect. We didn't want kuingililia sana ni hiyo, but
ngwa kabangusira kiyo kilikitai. Were you ever scared ikipasuka unahama hiyo baba?
Kabisa.
Ulipaswa Thamos?
Thamos, niliwahi.
Ukalala kwa hiyo nyumba, ukalala kwa dada yako wiki mbili.
Ilibidi maadhe tu aniruhusu nikae kwa nyumba.
Lakini after kula kidogo binti kidogo ya maana. What else can you say?
But she was not that akukua that intense.
Okay. Baby, my African mother. Mpaka unakushuka kama mama alikuzaa kweli ama anakupenda kweli?
But she was
mama watoto utokanga wapi? Then the next question, akishakwambia mtu alitoka kwa ndege unamwambia, "Mama hata mimi nilitoka kwa ndege kweli." Juwe.
But it also drives us. Hata saizi vile tuko wa mama, yani we are mothers. Mimi kitu nimejifunza because I have kids. Ninajaribu wakati naona kidogo nitaweza kuwa so tough on her, naweza nifunge room, nilale, ni avoid hata kuachapa that much. Ama natoroka kidogo, ninajipea hiyo break. Kwa sababu even us, yes, I might be here talking about gender-based violence, but I'm human. pia inaweza niingia na watoto wangu.
Let me tell you, I'm an African mother. Ninamwangalia tu hivi, yeye ndiye anadisappear. Anarudi akiwa amevaa msaba.
Kuna wakati you deal with them as a mother. Because pia hata Biblia inasema kiboko ni mzuri kwa mtoto. But kuna ile yenye unajicontrol, maybe upate amepasua hata vikombe. You just you try and avoid. Because kuna pia tumekuwa na cases ya wazazi wengine wameua watoto bila kupenda.
Okay, kuua hapana.
Yani bila kupenda umechapa mtoto akona shida zake. Yes, it happens.
Okay. Now, are there long-term projects mko nazo zenye mnajua like in future is it to make sure tumezifanya?
Yes. Number 1 niliongelea mambo na kusensitize watu juu ya the right trees to plant. Tunataka kukuwa na nurseries yenye itakuwa inakuwa na miti kama indigenous trees zenye ni mzuri. Okay. Pia tunataka kusensitize watu wetu mono igore ya bamboo trees. Ebe a source of livelihood to them. Vako nye vekagabu yekoba umaite bamboo, the leaves you can give to the cows. Yune ndage rengi ya chiombe. Alafu pia we are hoping to also teach the umaite gagusi yakonyora abantu mbabwati megondobia. Kuna watu yes, so we want to teach them on smart farming, even using the sacks za kunini to better their livelihoods. Yes, so when we are teaching them on stopping kufanya hizi mambo na violence, pia we want to better them.
Okay.
Yes, alafu pia hata mashule we want to also teach mavijana about hizo vitu zenye more of the unakumbuka zile environmental clubs za kitambo? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how do you engage young people in your work to ensure future generations are informed and proactive?
By nimesema having the nurseries, the tree nurseries, we want to involve the young people. Because tunataka mtu akipanda hata huko shule mti pia anai-own. Naonye garika, tutaite naonye abantu ribago simika move even the fruit trees. Naonye kwanyora yabakonyire nachi avocado montakorwe skuru onyora avocado ya bere ori omunyoke skuru. We want to help here on the food ikue enough. Yes.
All right. Asante sana mwanzo mworigererio KCTV asukunyara usangana inte mambia rero me studio niko na bwa Lucy Kiage, executive director korwa the future makers CBO. Unaweza predict future yangu?
You're meant for greatness.
Ya kufanya hivi. Did you do that? Kutwali sawa. Ama unaweka mate unasema hapa ni kuzuri huko ni kunoma. Unafanya hivi kienda huku unarudi kabisa. You start praying. Maybe what are you looking forward to these remaining days, 16 days of activism?
We'll be having an event mnanateva tugocha kwenda tufunza abantu to sensitize. Tugocha kubana event asakuru kumarova itibo. And we'll be having women and the men and the young girls tutawapea pia pads. Yes, mmekaribishwa.
Okay, thank you so much. Timu yako kugenda bakwani sana.
Asante.
Are you registering more people in your CBO?
For now, no. Because ndio tunaendelea kujitengeneza but when how umekaribishwa? Yeah.
And when you were saying something?
Tukipata more funding, yes, we'll want more youth in.
Okay.
Yes.
I kwandro mugusi finally in conclusion aigore ya ikiombeke.
Ikiombeke itobna nateba, it works with women, girls, but pia nonye gontorikobeka bamurana basacha isiko, and we are the future makers CBO. We believe in working to sustainably give the community a future whereby we don't have violence, a future whereby we can curb. Climate change wezi eliminate, but you learn to adapt with it. Yeah, and we hope to make a better community for everyone. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much Asoja.
Asante.
Na moko genda kwa nyama. Wana Nyamira kwenda usingoje?
Nyamira.
Kwa Nyamira kwa nyama ndo Nyamira.
Asante.
Wamaiga sana. And thank you so much Asiga singe mugenda thokora. We hope that your CBO will grow.
Amen.
So that it can empower more and more people. Nimetega mucha usumeka. I hope ninja ko beneficiary entangani. Gere na nchenche ko yemete kurwa sekyumbeke. No, thank you. Uchase Dennis. Kurwa kyumbekerikia behavior change, CBO, connection intima. Tukuna konyora connection ingama na nyoro munyaruka weruweru uchokombeke CBO nchiko taraskari nateba I'm future makers.
By the way, I want to appreciate someone. Mary Momanyi.
Yeah.
She owns Smile of a Child.
Smile of a Child.
Yes, that lady the first time I met her, she aliona some star in me and she did hold my hand. Yes, and also Dennis from Behavior Change Frontiers. Yes, I appreciate him. Through him, I've come here.
Mary anafaa kuwa rafiki yangu peke yangu, si rafiki kila mtu.
Yeah, nimewahi volunteer na Smile of a Child organization yake. I do, yes.
Ni mtu mwenye roho safi mbaya.
Yes, so I also appreciate her. And yes, everyone. And
Tumashoto, salpi baba watoto, salpi watoto bana.
Baba watoto wako hapa. Ndio amekuja na mimi. But I say hi to my babies, Lacey, Luciana and Dariel, and my sister-in-law, Agnes, back at home, Frank, Evelyn and Rispa, and my sister Lillian and Kevin, my sister-in-law Eve, and everyone. Abantu bonsi ba the future makers, my mother, who has been supportive of this organization. I thank you so much, and also my parent-in-laws.
Okay.
Why nisiseme mingi?
Ule mmoja unasahau. Tukio kumsalimia kwa TV.
Watu wa future makers nimewasalimia nyote.
Okay.
Oh, by the and those of you supporters who donate to us, asante sana. We tunawapenda sana.
All right. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Tukoraenda sensemendi studio. Aso kunyara kuyariga ni kidogo nimbu atabageni banda se studio tumeti usebe ikile ni kunyara usangana director on the same but na imbia mono sana so kunyara ucha nimeteta raisi kunyara wetu magwikagaiga but you've made it and I'm glad that your organization yabere kunyara wetu ma I've never seen a CBO that talks about climate change, so it is a brave idea and we know it will go further and further and further and itaishi. So thank you so much. Juan kwamba kanali Italiano mbia mono.
Asante.
Okay, wacha niende kwa mwingine wa studio nilipe bills kidogo.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.
The sun rises, so do we, as we trust